everyone, it's RobloxAH here. Today we're diving into the first piece spec tier list. Want to know which specs are top tier and which ones fall short? We've ranked them based on damage utility and special passives. Let's get started. First up, the GOAT, the very best spec in the game. Hikari Gambler. The ultimate spec with insane damage output and buffs. This is the one you should aim for above all others. S tier. Next, the S tier specs, some of the best in the game. Aizen 1000-Year Blood War. Incredible damage and hard to counter. Gojo Limitless. A fan favorite with amazing utility. Rimuru, powerful moves and great passives. Sukuna Curse King. Devastating damage and top-tier buffs. These specs are a must-have if you can get them. A tier. Now the A tier specs still great, but not quite S tier. Yuram. Solid damage and utility. Haiden, reliable and hard to counter. Padoru. Fun and effective for most content. Gojo Base. A weaker version of S tier Gojo, but still strong. These specs will give you a major advantage in most situations. B tier. Next, the B tier specs good but not amazing. Aizen Base. Decent but outshined by his S tier version. Hikari Base. Still useful, but not as powerful as the GOAT version. Higuruma, viable but lacks firepower. Killua, fast and fun but not top tier. Madara, good for beginners, but not endgame material. Yuji, solid but nothing special. These specs will get you through content, but aim higher if you can. Now the C tier specs, usable, but underwhelming. Sukuna Base. A weaker version of his S tier self. Goku, fun but not very powerful. These specs are okay, but you'll want to upgrade soon. Finally, the D tier spec, basic and not very useful. Gone, very underwhelming. Only use if you have no other options. Avoid these if you can.